All right, y'all. So after this whole spirit spouse thing and you get initiated a little further, this is who you're going to run into, okay? The moon goddess, queen of heaven, divine feminine, Isis, Mother Earth, Gaia, whatever. She's got so many names, okay? Especially if you're a female. I'm not sure what the male experience is like, but if you're a female, you're eventually going to get sucked into the moon goddess, all right? And she's gonna awaken you with all these false wisdoms. Hold on, y'all. I dropped my charger. And yeah, she's gonna have you thinking you're some high priestess, you're some witch. She's gonna point you in all the directions. Like when I say the stars are gonna align for certain things, you're gonna feel like, you know, there's something behind this doing this, okay? And it's demons. But this is her, y'all. And she has been deceiving people from the beginning of time. And let me tell you, all of this initiation that's happening with these spirit spouses and then the Queen of Heaven, she's a highly sexual energy. She's gonna exploit your sexuality. You're gonna start to feel sexually liberated. I don't know if y'all ever noticed, but it's a lot of because I used to dance, y'all, and it's a lot of dancers who think that they are some witch, some high priestess, because they've been initiated into the water kingdom, the demonic kingdom. They don't even know it. The Queen of Heaven is working through them. This is what's going on. This is what happened to me. But all of this, all she's about is stealing your inner innocence and turning you out to witchcraft and to just deception. She's a really good deceiver. Now, I don't know if this is Satan's bride. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but it sort of seems like it. I really think that she is you know, some kind of principality, because obviously Satan is behind all of this, but she must be a helper, you know, some, I don't know, executive or something like that on his behalf. But it's all about idolatry and stealing worship, okay? These are thieves and liars. And this is where Twin Flame will take you. So once you get, you know, invested in the moon goddess, she might awaken powers of divination in you. You might become psychic. You might become a skilled magician. You know, and eventually she'll try to lead you to sacred prostitution. And that is a real thing. And this is ancient. That's what I'm saying. This spirit it's got the same game that it's always had, all right? And it's got to be the end time, so that's why a lot of this is going on. And she's fooling people at like a really big rate. So let's look at sacred prostitution, okay? Because this is where she tried to lead me into, you know, sacred prostitution. After going from dancing, you know, she'll try to lead you into sacred prostitution, which is, you know, giving up sex in name, you know, like sex magic. That's basically what it is, because you're giving up sexual energy to venerate that spirit. So let's look at sacred prostitution, y'all, okay? Sacred prostitution, also known as temple or cult prostitution, involves various activities in ancient times, many which that occurred in Greece were in some way related to the Greek goddess Aphrodite. These are all the same thing. She's the same as the moon goddess. They're all the same. The reason for the fascination with prostitution in general was because in ancient times, women's bodies were viewed as more sexually desirable than men's because of their potential fertility. The sexuality and fertility were celebrated for these aspects of them. In terms of their body functions and their purposes, women's bodies were more valued than men's because of their potential fertility, and therefore they were viewed as more sexually desirable. This led to an interest in prostitution, and sacred prostitution was a form of prostitution in which people dedicated either themselves or their children to their deity as a form of religious worship, okay? So this is what witches and cults and stuff do. This is why there's a lot of orgies and sex going on. Okay, it's some form of religious worship for them. They're dedicating themselves and their energy to this goddess. All right, and that's where this one will try to lead you to too. So they want it all. You know, they want your body. They want, you know, all your energy. You got to stay away from these things. Anytime you see this little moon goddess or somebody with this something with this kind of imagery, just know this is the moon goddess. This is the queen of heaven. This is something that you need to stay far away from. And she led me on a really messed up journey, y'all. But I have figured her out. So yeah, that's gonna be a short video, but this is Miss Isis. Yeah, she's one. Don't fall for the Egyptian BS. Waking up to, you know, Horus and Isis and thinking these are your parents, your mother goddess, your father goddess. These are liars, all right?